What is going on, my salty home gymmers? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about a brand called ToughFit.
How tough are you?
Specifically, we're going to be talking about ToughFit's adjustable bench. And additionally, this video is going to be a 1-2 buckaroo because we're also going to be talking about the ToughFit PEV coated dumbbells. But let's talk about Tough Daddy's bench here for a minute. Currently advertised at $229.99. Which I gotta say is a pretty impressive price for a bench like this. This bench is currently advertised with a 1,300 pound weight capacity. Can it hold that? I don't know, because quite frankly, I'll never be exercising with 1,300 pounds on a bench. But what I can do is put a bunch of weight on this bench and show you what it holds. Now she's a sturdy girl. I'm a big fan of this design. Obviously it's fully adjustable and it adjusts very easy, by the way. And the adjustment angles are clearly labeled on the outside. Your back pad has 9 points of adjustments and your butt pad has a surprising 4 points of adjustment. Huge fan of this nice shiny metal plate on the outside, reinforcing those adjustment zones. And also this powder coating is good stuff. I see a lot of good powder coating from this brand. Of course, it's the classic flat black that everyone's going to with the home gym equipment, but it didn't arrive with any scuffs or anything like that, and I don't foresee it chipping up or scuffing up in the future, which is becoming a lot more typical with home gym equipment lately. Which isn't great because when you have home gym equipment, you want it to resist those nicks and scratches and hold up for a long time and not look beat on within a year. So great stuff from this brand in that department here. The pads are a little on the soft side, which I thought maybe at first might have been a little too soft, which might, cause some wear and tear with that flex over time. I've been using it for about a month and I know a month isn't a lot of time, I get it, but it's held up very nicely. Like I said, this is a $230 bench, so I can't pull very drastically from it because this is pretty impressive for the price you're getting it, honestly. So I would say stability is okay in this bench. I've definitely used it for those shoulder presses and those incline benches, and I haven't had a major issue with stability. Again, awesome bench. Functional, solid, comfortable bench. 4.4 stars on this bench, and I'm giving it such a high rating because, once again, incredible deal. I usually see this bench around a little over $200, which is awesome price for a bench like this. Now then, let's talk about the Sweet Mama Muffin. This is the ToughFit PEV coated dumbbells. And I gotta tell you, I love these things. Not just to come out of the gate buy it, but I grew up working out in commercial gyms. And the gyms that I grew up working out in had dumbbells similar to these. And if you're trying to move past those hex dumbbells and make your home feel like a commercial gym, for a good price, I think you ought to check these bad boys out. They are shaped like a decagon, and for you meatheads out there, that's 10 sides. All right, I confess, I had to count it too. And the number one thing I love about these dumbbells is flat handles. Ugh. I don't know about you guys, but I love flat handles. I find them so much more comfortable than rounded handles, and it's not really about comfort. I feel like I can just grip them so much better. That's personal preference, I get it. Also, the knurling on these things is phenomenal. They're not too rough on the hands, but they're enough to where you can grip the weights really, really well. So first of all, this PEV coating that you keep hearing me talk about is this coating right here on the outside. They're slip resistant, corrosion resistant, abrasion resistant, all that good stuff. It definitely seems like you can throw them around, do whatever you want with them. You're not gonna damage them. There is a lot of seams on these dumbbells though. A lot of seamage, if you will. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I know I'm getting a little picky here, but just something I noticed. All right, here's my one hang up with these dumbbells. And this is probably the pickiest I've ever been in any one of my videos. All these dumbbells have to be right side up. No longer can you walk to the rack and put it all willy-nilly in there. Or at least, if you're like me, you can't. I don't know. You might be the guy who likes to live recklessly, but I really don't have a whole lot negative to say about these dumbbells. I think they're priced decent. I think visually they look great. One more thing I just wanted to point out is that these dumbbells are only available to 50, but it should be noted that, like I said earlier, ToughFit is still expanding as a brand. I definitely have a feeling that they're working on this, and if they're not, they probably should be, because these are a great dumbbell set. But before I get to my rating for these guys, we haven't done this in a while, and I'm so excited because this is my favorite thing to do on my channel. We're gonna go to some of the stuff that people had to say about these dumbbells. We're gonna stick to Amazon on this one. Sean R22 says, great buy. He gives it 5 stars. He says, excellent quality and customer service. Will take a bit longer to deliver even with Prime, but the vendor is very present and very kind. Great purchase. I will say communication with this brand is just top notch. Every time I had a question on something, every time it was next day response, sometimes same day. Chris Licht says, I've been wanting a gym quality small set of dumbbells for a long time. Finally pulled the trigger and I am super happy with my purchase. This is a buy once, cry once type of product. And this goes back to what I was saying. The home gym stuff is cool. Don't get me wrong. There's some great products out there with the home gym label on them. But the more I can get that commercial grade like stuff in my gym, the happier I'm gonna be. California Longfellow says, these dumbbells stink. Bad rubber smell. Mr. Longfellow, I'm not sure what you're expecting from rubber dumbbells, but they're gonna smell like rubber. I can say I've had these in my gym all week. They're brand new. They're not filling me up with rubber smells in here. I believe that might be your gym. I don't know. There's a couple other reviews that says only receive one dumbbell. This seemed to be like an issue that only a couple people had on here. Seems to be like back in 2022. Maybe they had a little bit of shipping issues, but they seem to have resolved it because 87% of these reviews are 5 stars. P-Bass says gym dumbbells. I couldn't agree more, P-Bass. Metal says great quality, love them, awesome value, and feel like professional quality. Glad I made the purchase. Great name, by the way. So listen, these dumbbells on Amazon have quite a few reviews at this point, and they are rated at a high 4.6 stars. I'm gonna give my own rating, and this is gonna be a 4.7 stars because as far as I know, they're not struggling with shipping issues anymore, and this is a great, great dumbbell. Thank you for joining me, and please, 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 please hit that subscribe button.